Hello there. So this is my usual workflow. What I'm doing right now is working on my publication, and so far this is what I have. And I started playing with these angles and images that I go, stack on top of another, and it's gonna be one of the opening pages, one of the first pages that you see when you open the publication. And kind of like that treatment. So my book is going like that. This is my here. This is my folio. This is my recognition forward. And these I like to have it as a treatment that goes throughout the book. And for example, this is one of them. And I know I'm showing you the same images, but I'm sure they will. As I continue, I want to change them because there is a bunch of artists that I would like to have there. These guys, for example, the Daft Punk. I would love to have a spread just about them because their work is fucking amazing. This is an example of maybe something that might be like that. I'm not sure, Yeah, and I haven't finished the whole thing. Okay, but moving out of that, so I have to finish that. Now, this is what my posters that are gonna be in my exhibit gonna look like. So I'm gonna use the same treatment, except that they will have only the images, and one of them will be music and the other one will be design. And design is going to be the same treatment, except that they would have album covers instead. And for example, it took me so long just to take care of the images, just to make them look all, for one, black and white, and then all of them to have the same hue and even the texture. Because for example here you see, they're gonna be huge posters. They're gonna be around, let me see, 2 foot long for 7 foot long. So you don't see it right now on my computer, but it's really large. For example, if I zoom in some of these images, which my computer is really having a hard trouble with, is the little settled texture. Like for example, you can already see it here, in here, and here, right? Yeah, just a little texture that is like paper. And I hope I can fix it. Not fix it, have it to all of them. So I went to each picture and treat them. For example, here. These images are all the ones that I already finished, because it took me about a whole day just to have them ready. For example, here, this image, I think right here is looking a little bit dark. Well, it should look good along with these guys. Let's try this guy, him. For example, Drake here, he looks a little darker than the other images. So let me go and give him a little treatment in Photoshop. So here he is, and the image will open in Photoshop. I can show you what I did with all the images. Yes, and it should let me open the image. And here you see Drake. Yeah, it does look a little, I think the texture was too much or too dark, that it made his face a little dark. So what I'll do is just go in labels and make it a little lighter, just a little, so we still have the texture. Let me see. So this is him there. A little lighter, just a little more, so we keep the texture. Or we can even make it even better. Let me see. A little more light. There you go. And what I do is just to erase the mask or cover the mask, and then go with my brush, a white brush. With a float that is really low, 17, and opacity is around the same, you know, doesn't have to be an exact number, but I usually have around the same number with these two. And I do just little settle brushes to give them back some of the light that we brought by the adjustment, and maybe just in the areas that it needs it. And when you go back, I'll use just exactly the opacity. You see how settled it looks? It's just really little. These are more specific treatment that I'm giving these guys. Okay. This is the before and after. See?